Hey there, it's Coach Wendy, and I'm recording today to send you a message post-GILD around leadership development, my favorite topic. And just noticing how messy my desk looks behind me. So do as I do, don't do as I do as I say, clean your desk. I have an excuse, I'm moving next week, so there you go. So today I thought I'd talk to you about priorities since you're working on your leadership development map and your blueprint. This would be a good time to talk about priorities. Most of us have a list of things we think are really important, and then we get busy with our days and our to-do list and our meetings, and trying to slide in the priorities becomes really challenging, and then over time we tend to forget about it. So hopefully doing your blueprint map and writing out your goals and your action plans will help you not do that, not fall into that trap. But here's another activity or exercise you can do that I think will be helpful for you. So I thought of it today because I'm planning my Vision to Success workshop. It's a once-a-year workshop that I run for clients and new people who want, based on my book, Your Next Bold Move for Women. And even though the book is for women, the 9 steps to your next bold move are actually generic, so not gender-based. So as one of the conversations in the 9 steps is about setting your priorities and how do you put them first. So I have this great exercise that I've done for myself in planning for my workshop that I'd like to share with you. So there are 2 steps. The first step is to look back over the last 60 days and do sort of an assessment, check-in as to how you have been doing. And then step 2 is to create the future for your next 30 days based on what you really want versus what you've fallen into. So the first thing you want to do is, in step 1, is to make a list of your roles in life. So for me, here I'll read you mine. My roles, I might have forgotten some, but wife, mom, CEO, community service volunteer, because I volunteer at the local hospital on Fridays, friend, daughter, me time, sister, grandmother. Yes, I'm a grandmother. So those are the primary, did I say daughter? Yeah, I did. My primary roles. And then once you have your roles, you draw freeform on a piece of paper, a circle to represent a pie, and you divide the pie into sections as to where you've spent the majority of your time or how you've spent your time over the last 60 days. So I'll show you mine so you can see. See, there are my roles over on one side in black, and then there's my pie chart over the last 60 days. And you can see VQC is my business, so VQC is Vision Quest Consulting, that I have spent 3/4 of my time over the last 60 days working, a less but still sort of significant piece as paying attention to my husband, and then everybody else has sort of gotten shortchanged. So the truth is, when I look at this, as you will look at yours, you'll see what things you notice and what ahas you have and what you want to do about it to create your next 30 days going forward versus looking back. So what I realized from looking at mine is how hard I've been working and that I haven't had a lot of time for anything else, or there's probably a better way to say it. I had the time, I just haven't allocated it any differently than my chart has said. Let me see if there's anything else that I noticed. Well, I'm proud of, in spite of how small it is, how much time I've actually had under my pie slice called me time, personal time. And for me, for those of you where we talked about this, my personal time has been spent meditating in the mornings and also exercising every day this week. So I've had a good run, so to speak, this week, even though I'm not a runner. So this is a great way to take a look at what you say you want and what you've actually been doing. So now I recommend step 2, which is, okay, seeing what you've got, what do you want to do about it? And how do you want to create your next 30 days going forward? So you do a separate piece of paper, you draw your pie, your circle again, and you put together your next 30 days. So I noticed when I was getting ready to show this to you, I didn't redo it, but I did notice that there's no work on here. So I'm not sure where work went, but pretty clearly I need to rest and have some time to let my mind wander and replenish myself and spend a little more time with my husband and a little more time on myself. So I think that it may not be unconsciously, I might have left off work, but maybe it's not such a bad thing for me because I'm moving out of my house next week, and so we're spending every waking moment packing, and I have my big women's leadership event coming up and my Vision to Success workshop. Both of those are in a couple of weeks. So probably what I really need to do once those are over is rest and maybe not work so much for a little period of time so I can replenish myself. You know, you and I, we've talked about white space and making sure that you have some space in your calendar to think and to strategize and to plan and so forth. I highly recommend this activity. This is a great exercise for visually seeing what you say you're doing. So happy leadership to you all, and I look forward to talking to you soon. And if you want to send me your results by email, you can feel free to do that. Otherwise, I'm happy to talk to you about it when we next talk on in our coaching session. Happy leadership.